Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Freedom. Today, I have a very special guest. On this show, I'm very blessed to have amazing people who are doing amazing work in their different communities. Today, I'm joined by the amazing Jessika Akasha. She's from Los Angeles, California. Jessika, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you so much. I am really happy to be here and to be able to speak.
You're welcome. For those people who don't know who Jessika is, please tell us more about yourself and what you do.
Yes, I would say, a rebel with a cause. I love freedom. I'm a nonconformist. And before I could understand these feelings, they overpowered me. I didn't understand the world. I didn't understand. I knew pain before I knew love. I could feel the pain of the world. I didn't know it overpowered me. So I went into a shell. I was very timid.
Yeah.
I was very quiet. I was very scared of rejection. I was scared to have a different opinion. I didn't understand why everyone didn't feel the way that I felt.
Oh.
And when I was 18, I tried to commit suicide. For rejection, I didn't know how to understand rejection, someone that didn't understand me. It's so simple when I think about it, but at that moment, it was too much for my own body to even register. Yeah. And I have always been okay with dying early, living fast, dying young.
Why? Why was that?
Because I just felt out of place in the world. Whatever my soul wanted, I couldn't grasp the idea of it. And I didn't know how to get there. I ran from my emotions. I drank a lot. I partied. I worked multiple jobs. I just kept myself busy and I wouldn't process my emotions because they were overwhelming. So I didn't want to feel all of that. I didn't understand why thinking of the world made me want to cry. It was since I was 8 years old. I remember looking outside of the window and seeing who had their lights on and wondering, is everyone okay? Is someone crying? Does someone need help? I just was, this is what my soul wanted to know. And I wanted to help. And I just didn't have the mindset or skill set to know how to help people.
Yeah.
With that being said, it was all of those feelings that eventually brought me to a place where I was so depressed because I wasn't living in my purpose that I thought, you know what, I owe it to myself to find out what these feelings are. Yeah. And I am very distracted, whether it's with relationships or jobs or social life. And so I told myself, I have to stop. I have to go on a journey with myself. I changed my number. I left my job. I stopped talking to everyone. I wouldn't pick up a phone call to save my life. And I started meditating. I didn't know if I even believed in it that much, but I thought, I'm going within. I'm going to figure out what's going on with Jessika so that I can figure out who I'm supposed to really be in this world and how to do it. If I don't stop and think and plan, I always feel lost. And I just didn't want to feel lost no more. I wanted to live. Yeah. And before I didn't. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. And within that journey, I realized that I was very powerful. I started having a lot of powerful visuals. I had a spiritual awakening. I had connection to source. I had a lot of messages coming through.
Jessika, I'm so sorry to cut you. I want you to take us back on like when you wanted to commit suicide. There are a lot of people who are having suicidal thoughts. There are a lot of people who are going through what you went through.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who are depressed. What kind of advice would you give to that little girl or boy who's having tough time, who doesn't feel like he or she belongs?
I would say you have to try to learn to silence the mind, because these feelings of depression, feeling like you can't go on, or like whatever is happening to you is bigger than you. It's a false belief. This is things that are programmed into us by other people's opinions or moments in our life that are piled on top of each other where we feel that way. And you get to a point where it feels big, but it's not. We are the giants. So if you silence the mind and really figure out what is true and what is not, because sometimes, like, okay, let's say me, I tried to commit suicide thinking that life was over because someone told someone a lie about me and the person believed it. I didn't know how to understand that. I felt overpowered by the girls affecting my life and influencing how someone felt about me. So I felt overpowered by numbers. And when I think about it, it really wasn't that big. Were they right? No, they weren't. They were saying a lie. So that came from their own lack of confidence, their own intimidation of me. See, but I saw it wrong. I wasn't owning my power. So it is important to understand that you have power of influence over yourself. So if you feel a particular way, start replacing those thoughts. If you feel like I want to die, say, no, I want to live. If you feel I can't go on no more, say, I want to go on. I love life. I appreciate this. I appreciate the sun. I appreciate my family. I'm grateful because of this. So replacing the thoughts is very important because we have to put in the work and effort for ourselves. If we do it for other people, if we nurture other people, if we're there for other people, then you must be there for yourself. So it takes work. It's putting in work. It's replacing the thoughts, replacing the feelings, replace it until you believe it. And I promise you, at some point, you will become that beautiful thought and that new belief.
Oh, that's so powerful. That's so very powerful. And then you were talking about meditation.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we can continue.
Yeah. So meditation. I know before I started, someone tried to give me a visual of, just breathing techniques, breathing in, breathing out, silencing the mind, and picturing little balls of light filling my body from the tip of my toes all the way to my head as I'm exhaling every negative feeling, emotion, thought, and filling it in with light. And I tried to do it the first time. I was like, this is crazy. Like I had no idea how to center myself, how to calm my mind. My mind is like going so fast, And so time kept going by and my life was not changing. I was still struggling to maintain a happy vibration, a happy feeling, a happy emotion, I would say. That I came to a point where I said, I'm trying this. I'm going to do this, like for real, for real. However, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it. And I just sat, with my legs crossed on the floor in front of a window. And I just started breathing. I didn't do it with music. I know how to do it with music, with hertz, with all kinds of things. But when I first did it, there was nothing and there was chaos all around me. So I just started breathing and picturing it and taking my time, like not just filling myself up with light, but picturing every little ball of light bouncing, coming back down, just going through like my body. The attention to the detail is what allowed my mind to relax. So you have to take the time. And before I knew it, I realized that all of the emotions that I was feeling were actually leaving. And I thought, okay, this is very powerful. And eventually, as I got to a particular place in that, meditation of just breathing and picturing light, I got a powerful vision where it was like, I would say like a bed of people on fire, right? Just kind of moving like in a particular mode. And I was blowing blue light on top of them. So I was turning off the fire. I was lighting them up and I snapped out of it. I said, oh, that's powerful. What is that? Because I was in it. I was experiencing it. And I thought, oh, I'm here to wake people up.
Wow.
I'm here. I am a light. By lighting myself up, I light up others. By stopping this pain, I can influence others. By figuring out how to do more of it, I can touch people. I can be that match that lights another match into light. So at first I was shocked. I didn't know how to understand it because I didn't know that my mind was so powerful.
Yeah.
I had never used my mind. See, I was letting the outside little things become bigger than me. So I did not know my own power. I did not know that I could have visuals like this. I did not know that I could feel so powerful. I felt God energy in my body, literally.
Wow.
And it scared me.
Wow.
It scared me. It scared me a lot. And as I tried to go to sleep because it was late, eventually I had nothing but nightmares. I felt like I was being attacked spiritually because I was waking up.
Wow.
And they just went on and on. And I would try to fight through the matter. And then I would feel like I was dying, and I would try to wake back up, and I would go back to sleep. And I was going through this battle. I was so scared, and I was sitting up in my bed, and I did not want to go back to sleep because it was scary. It was like me battling all of my inner demons in a sense. And my mother walked in the room and she goes, "Honey, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "Mommy, I am being attacked. I'm being attacked. I'm having nightmares. I can't stop them. I'm so scared. I'm scared to go back to sleep." And she goes, "Well, honey, just pray to God, keep God in your mind,
Yeah.
just, he's there with you. Don't be scared. Do you want to lay down with me?" And I'm like, "No, it's okay." I turned into a little child because I felt so overpowered by this consciousness of something negative on purpose trying to attack me because I was realizing how powerful I was. And I thought, I want no part of it. You know what? I want to go back small. I'm going to keep my head down. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to help nobody. I'm sorry. Leave me. Okay. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Nope. But then I thought to myself, who am I to let God down? Who am I to let my God, who I so believe in, let him down and be scared and allow myself to be small? Like, no. I was not raised that way. Hell no. If I do this, then I will continue to be attacked my whole life because it would know my weaknesses. I will always feel overpowered. I will go through the same circumstances and patterns throughout my whole life where I'm overpowered, and this feeling will never go away. So do I want to keep feeling that way, or do I want to try and see what happens when I trust my God? And so I said, no, you know what? I trust that I will be protected. I'll be okay. So I'm gonna turn on my light. And as I went back to sleep and kept having these attacks, it's like I was conscious of it, and I thought, you know what? I'm powerful. So I became awake in my dream. And I thought I could change things. So as I was being chased, let's say I'm on the freeway, I made the freeway go up in a loop so I can get over and it could, make the other ones veer off. So I started controlling things in the dream. I mean, it's like a game, literally.
Wow.
And as I was being attacked, I would look at it in its eyes like, no, like I'm conscious. I'm here. I'm clocked into this game and I'm going to get you. And I realized that I could move, I could create things. And I grabbed this particular person energy that was trying to attack me. I grabbed it and I just spun it and I threw it out. And I thought, holy shit, I'm really doing this. And eventually I must have fell into my sleep because I was so at peace at winning in the game. And that's when I knew I'm way more powerful. We are way more powerful than we are allow ourselves to think, because we're not exercising the muscles of our brain, of our power of influence over ourselves. If someone can influence you so much that you want to die because of what they're doing to you, imagine how you can influence yourself when you do it on purpose. We are the most powerful character in the game. So if you don't start participating in your own life, in whatever situation is thrown at you, then you will always be overpowered. The key is that these feelings, we're going to experience them. We're in the social media era where we are thinking that a lot of false realities are people's real life.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's not.
And we'll get more into that. We'll get more into that. And we'll also get more into hugging a tree. I saw you doing it.
Yes, I'm a big tree hugger. Ever since I was little, I just really loved nature. When it rains, you get the little wish flowers that come out, and I would run outside to see them and get them and blow them. And I would spin in a circle when it would rain and let it fall on me. I just loved it. I loved it. If it was raining at 3 a.m, I would get up and open all the windows so I can see the trees and the grass, because everything got greener when it rained. And I thought it was beautiful. So as I got older, I would look at the trees and I would think, you're so beautiful. You're so stoic. Look at you just standing there, looking at the world and being strong and paused, not being shaken by nothing that happens to you. Like, we get shaken, but the tree is a symbol to me of how I should stand when something tries to overpower me or shake my faith or shake my strength or my own belief in myself. So I really resonate with them. And I would think, if you're alive, I'm going to hug you and I'm going to thank you for being that visual for me to help me know how to stand in my own 2 feet when things try to shake me up a little bit, and when they threaten to get me back into a place of depression or a place of being overpowered. So I hug them, I love them. I do. As I was going through my spiritual awakening, I actually realized that I can tune into plants, tune into trees. I started just seeing like a white aura of breath around them. And I thought, okay, a lot of gifts started activating in me. And I started tuning in, silencing the mind and focusing on plants, trees. And I realized that I could see their soul. I had this plant, I called her Zelda. And this one time I woke up and I saw her, and I had it on a planner, and it was on top of my dresser. And I could see that I could kind of see a face on it, a shape. And I thought, I'm just crazy. I need to wake up properly. I didn't really think anything of it. And then I started paying more attention to it, and I tuned into it. And what happens is, if it has leaves, the colors kind of blend into one. So I'm able to see what's in between it. It has like an angelic aura coming out of it. And I saw a girl, and she was young. And I thought, oh, you're a little girl. And I telepathically kind of read her whole story. The plant had a lot of chips. It had a lot of little damaged parts, even when I got it. And I thought, you were in the store, like, why are you so damaged? And what I saw was that what I got from her downloaded as a message was that she in this life was hurt, raped, mistreated by a lot of people that she trusted. And she could not bear coming back into this world as a human form. So she decided to be a plant so that she could still exist, but not really be taken advantage that way. And I thought, wow, no wonder you have all of these little cuts and bruises on you. I get it now. And I just fell in love with the plant because I could see her. And what's crazy is that at that time, my daughter, she's 10 years old now, she told me, Mommy, I saw a little girl in the house. She had a white dress. And my partner did too at a different time. He's like, what? I saw one too. Here I am connecting to her as a little girl, and they're seeing a little girl in the house. That's when I said, okay, I realized why I'm connected to plants. I realized why I was awakened. I realized that visual that I got of me lighting people up. There's a lot more to the science of the body that I did not know. And so now I hug them on purpose extra because I don't know what's behind there. And I'm like, I see
What?
like you see.
Your story is so amazing. What kind of advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh man, advice to my younger self.
Yes.
I'm still my younger self. No, you know, I am both. I will tell her, communicate more with your soul. Communicate more with your soul, because that takes away a lot of the focus on what other people are saying about you, or what other things may be affecting you. Whatever your path is in this life, we already have it in us. It's already embedded in our DNA. It's what our soul craves. So don't worry so much about what other people say. Don't worry so much about what happens to you. Worry about what you can create. So from inside out, yeah, we'll tell her, create more.
Wow. What are some of important lessons that you've learned in life so far?
Don't empower fear.
Oh.
Don't give it your power, because if you focus on it, if you let it work on you, you make that giant bigger. If you focus on overcoming and overpowering that fear, you get bigger and amazing things happen in your life. So don't feed the fear.
Wow.
Feed the soul.
Who are you inspired by?
I'm inspired by people, by our design. People are my favorite subject. I think the best subject we can take in life is to study another human being, why they do the things that they do. Why are they so bothered by particular things? Why do particular situations break them? Why do people commit suicide? You know, why do you choose to live? Everything about us as a design is an inspiration, because when I think of us, I look at a plant, I look at a tree, a flower, I look at the sky, and we're all kind of the same thing, just in a particular phase of our journey, of our incarnation. So yeah, I'm inspired by us, by you, by me. It's the purpose of everything.
What's next for Jessika? Where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years?
I would like to speak more. I'm working on that right now. I'm a motivational hypnotherapist. So I did that in order to help people, guide them through the process of not knowing how to overcome something. I want to be that person, but I want to reach a larger audience. When I saw myself in that visual, I was higher and I had a light. So I see that as myself being able to touch people that I am not able to touch, because they're a client, or I'm doing a pro bono case to help serve someone who's going through a hard situation. That's a way to kind of ping out my energy and see who it touches. So bringing the work and the knowledge to people who do not know is the goal for me.
Okay.
To reach more people that need me.
Yeah. Any project that you're working on right now that you would like to share?
Yes, well, I am starting my podcast called The Paradox, where I want to discuss the light and the dark. Who are we? Why are we here? I want to challenge the mind, challenge mythology, challenge belief systems. So that should be coming out. I'm working on it right now with someone to get some cool stuff ready for it. And that will be the platform that I was set to speak more, start there, and then take it to a bigger stage.
Yes, we would please keep us posted. We would like to know more about the amazing work. Yes, yes. Share with us the work that you're doing with at-risk youth.
Yes. So what I'm actually supposed to get a call today from someone. I am trying to, what I would like to do is go to homeless shelters, talk to kids who are going through situations where they are just living the same pattern. I want to interrupt the program that is running by speaking to them, offering free motivation, intuitive readings, and really giving that child the one-on-one that they so desperately need. You know, if I'm receiving a lot of messages and communication from this universe, I want to be able to say the right thing to the right person so that they can see light. at the end of their tunnel. I want to add a little light to their path so that they can feel more inspired to live than to die. And that's very important that I touch those kids directly and that I help inspire them. It's one of my passions. So doing free work for battered women and at-risk youth is where it's like when they're in that place where they can either go all the way wrong and give up on themselves, because that's what they have been doing.
Yeah.
I want to be that person that comes and allows them to see light. I'm going to go get my business entertainment degree so that I can create events, whether I'm creating my own speaking events, whether I'm creating an event for someone else. I want to be able to also offer jobs to these children, to the youth, to women who don't know where to go, don't know where to start, or have a horrible record because they were living in the street, running the streets, doing particular things that matched their vibration. If people don't take a risk on them, I want to be that person. So I'm elevating myself in every way, whether it's speaking, whether it's education, whether it's certification in something, so that I can know and have the knowledge to give to these kids and give them that opportunity. I'll take all the weight, like throw it on me, you know, like I'll put you on my back. It's a sole purpose and a sole passion of mine to be able to hold all that weight, because I know that I can. We're God's creation. So if God can hold us all, then I can hold them.
You're so amazing.
Oh, thank you. No, it's amazing that you have me on here. I really love this. This is important because if you don't create the platform, I can't come. So, you know, they say create it and they will come.
Yes. Yes. How do you define success, Jessika?
Success, actualizing my soul's purpose. That's success. Not anything else, but really doing things that fuel my passion, that fire me up in a way that money can't do it.
Failure?
Failure is giving power to fear. Yes, that is failure to me, you know, to allow something outside of you to be bigger than you. Yeah.
And then how do you deal with rejection and criticism?
Now? Oh, I just I become better. I grow. I laugh. I talk to people. I make sure that I keep my own personal vibration high. Because the feelings are always going to be there. We're emotional human beings. So we're always going to feel something, be rejected. But what I know now is that like they say, if one door closes, another one opens. So that just means that's not our path. So why are you so hurt about it? You know? Yeah, just knock on the next door. I'm very relentless now when it comes to rejection, because I know it's just communication from the universe saying, nope, come a little bit over here, or your opportunity is over there. And it's way bigger than that. You know, there's a saying, if you want to, if you tell God your plans, you know, you'll make him laugh, because he always has something bigger planned for yourself. So don't be sensitive, you know, about the redirection.
Wow. Where can people get hold of you on social media?
Right now, you can find me on Facebook, Jessika Akasha.
Yeah.
Jessika with the K, Jessika, because it takes emphasis to say my name. And you can find me on there right now. I am on YouTube too, The Paradox. I'm going to be adding more to that. That's just been kind of on the back burner. On Facebook is where I do more of my motivating others and inspiring. And I'm kind of creating that open portal for people to come and receive knowledge and inspiration. And I am on there more actively. I will be starting a group soon where I will do more of that, but dedicated work with particular subjects and tackle all of that stuff. So you can find me on Facebook, and you can look for me on YouTube, and I'll put my information on Facebook too, so you can just click the link.
Okay. Jessika, thank you so much for your time. I truly enjoy having you on the podcast. And I would like us to continue this conversation because there's
Yes.
a lot of things that I want us to touch on. And I would like to really, really stay in touch with you.
No, definitely. Yes.
Yes. And this is the question which I ask all my guests on the podcast. Jessika, when it's all said and done, how would you like to be remembered?
I would like to be remembered as a light, just a light, a candle. Someone who just didn't never allowed the spins of her life to devalue or deteriorate her spirit. That's what I am. I'm a free spirit.
Wow.
I want to be remembered for always being free, free of entanglements, free of fear, free of judgment, free of rejection, free of all of it.
Wow. Thank you so much. You're so amazing. And may God please continue to bless you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You too. And everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.